Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Uniquely Creations. If you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do so below, before, during, or after this video. We naming this video Staying in Your Lane Business Edition. You want to use it for personal? Go ahead and do it. But definitely for the business owners out there, entrepreneurs, we got to stay in our lane. Now, I got a little bit of notes here, so you're going to see me looking down. Don't judge me. Taking notes is the best way to go. So, with the first tip I want to give you, get off social media. Well, let me say this. If you're a business owner, you can't get off social media. You need to lessen your time on social media. That was one of my goals this week because I end up continuing to keep doing the same things over and over and over again and not necessarily getting things done. And then what happens on social media? You get on there, you're comparing yourself, you seeing people show only the glamorous things. You're like, oh my gosh, why can't I be like this? Why my business can't flourish like this? We don't really know what's going on behind the scenes because why? People aren't telling you or showing you the bad. They're only showing you the good. They're showing you when they got approved. They're showing you when they got a deal. They're showing you all these orders. They didn't show you when that on Shopify, Wix, whatever they go through for their hosting, that they made $0 a day, that they had 3 to 4 chargebacks. So you have to get out of that thought process of everything you see on social media is glamorous. Because I can literally go to the Mercedes Benz car dealership and pose in front of a car and be like, just got my new Mercedes Benz, and post it on Facebook or in a social media platform. Everybody can be like, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And I don't even have it. So we have to learn how to stop believing everything that we see. That's step one. If we already hot. Step two, cleanse your feed. Whatever you see on Instagram, you can control. Whatever you see on Facebook, you can control. Whatever you see on TikTok, Twitter, whatever you do business on, you can control it. So if you see something that every time you see, like, ugh, I don't know why she acting like this, or ugh, this person make me feel this way, or they business, delete her. If it's making you feel a certain way, if it's not motivating you, take yourself, well, not take them off of your feed because it's doing nothing for you. You get them on there, you feel a type of way, whether they did anything to you or not. Sometimes as humans, we just have these feelings. It could be a sense of insecurity. You could be feeling insecure and trying to figure out, dang, I wonder why, I'm not there. What's going on? We do the same thing. This person is making more moves than me. I don't get it. But a lot of times that just turns into like an insecurity, a jealousy type of thing. But you have to decide on how you feel about that or what's the real deal issue. But if it's really making you feel a certain way, delete it off your feed. Why do you want to keep seeing something that's making you feel away? It don't make sense. If you don't like somebody, delete them. What is the purpose? I never understood that. If I'm not a fan of somebody, say if I don't unfollow you, on Instagram, I don't know about TikTok, but on Instagram, you can mute people's stories where you don't have to see their stories. You can mute their posts, anything about that. But at that point in time, it's like you might as well go ahead and delete them. Let it make sense. So back to cleansing your feed because y'all, I had started following the Shade Room on my business page. Y'all, I was on there like, girl, you heard what happened to such and such. You heard this. And I'm like, they don't know me. I don't know them. They're not putting money in my pockets. I'm not putting money in their pockets. So why am I so intrigued what's going on with their lives? So you know what I did? I unfollowed them on my business page and followed them on my personal page. But I literally I don't think I deactivated it, but I don't even get on my personal page. So I don't even consume that energy. It ain't nothing but a whole bunch of gossip. Sometimes it can be entertaining. I'm not going to say it's not, but a lot of times it's just really taking me off my path. So it's like, don't take in that energy. I can control what I take in. Our next one, find your niche. So, what is your brand? What do you want your customers to know about your brand? A lot of times we just throw things out there to say, okay, I hope they purchase. I hope they do this. Like, we have to figure out what we want them to know, at what we want them to know within our business. How can we help them? So, for an example, I sell custom shoes, I sell rhinestones. How am I helping them with my rhinestones? I'm helping If they're another business owner, I'm helping them be able to increase the enhancement of their products. So when their customer receives it, they love it, they fall in love with it, and they're coming back and purchasing. They're going to tell other people about it. So that means they're going to keep coming to them, which means they're going to keep coming to me because I am the supplier. So that is the way that I'm solving one of my issue, one of my, well, I won't say issue, but yeah, I'm solving a problem in the business. So it's just like, figure out what do you want your brand to be known for. So if you got to get examples from other people, that's fine. But remember what we just said in the first step about less time on social media. Don't get so distracted that you cannot focus on your brand, because a lot of times we do that. We get so focused on other people's brands that our brand starts to look similar. So even if you do sell the same things, I know a lot of rhinestone suppliers. We may do some same type of content or engagement, but when it comes to us in general, we are different. We run our business differently and things like that. So you have to figure out how to make yourself stand out. Y'all got some water because we giving the tea, the juice, the coffee, whatever you drink in the morning. Mine is a 10-ounce purified water bottle. Third tip, give back into yourself and in your business. Give back into yourself and in your business. So what that means is sometimes you have to take yourself away from social media. Um, because when you're on social media, I remember I listened to, let me just backtrack a little bit. So I listened to the podcast. I don't know what it was called, but Missy Elliott was on there. And they was just asking her, like, how does she be creative? How does she come up with a lot of things that she did, while during the music industry? She was like, I didn't listen to other people's music. I really wasn't intrigued. Like, she didn't condone herself being on like social media or things like that. She took herself away. Now, if you know Missy Elliott, if you don't, go look her up. But a lot of her videos and things that she did was like very like unique. Like, dang, that's different. Like, how did you come up with that? But when she said that, I was like, dang, that's true. Because what happens is when we on TikTok, when we on Facebook, when we on Instagram, get you a little inspo. I'm not saying don't get you a little inspiration, but what I'm saying is don't get so caught up into it that now everything you do look just like the next person, just like I was saying before. So if you have to go to the park and that helps you, like when it comes to writing, figuring out type of engagement, library, coffee shop, wherever you go that gets your creative juices flowing, that's where you need to be. Okay, because you don't want yourself looking like everybody else's. Just try to do something that make yourself stand out a little bit more different, and people are going to notice that. I hope y'all liking these keys. I hope y'all liking these steps. And this is not, I don't know if you would call this a step, but on social media, you put whatever you put out there, you may get negative comments. I done had people talk about me. I done had people try to pull me down. I done had comments said about me. And as human, things do get to you because I'm human. I got feelings, but I couldn't let myself stay in that position, because if so, I wouldn't continue to be able to grow. Anything that I did, it would just always be like, oh my gosh, like this, that, and the other. So you have to also think about where them comments is coming from and who they coming from. A lot of times when people have something negative to say about you, it's because most times they wouldn't be in your position. Like, honestly, that's just what it is. Or they trying to figure out how you still keeping the flow after they done said what they said or did what they did. Because a lot of times people say things to put it on social media hoping people will, cancel you. And a lot of times it's always two, three, four, five sides to a story. So, the people that's gonna go with them is because that's their crew. You know how it is. You got a friend, your friend gonna ride with you, their friends gonna ride with them. And nobody gonna ever be able to come to the middle and fix the situation. So you just can't let that things get to you. No, if you do deal with insecurities, you definitely have to figure out a way that when people say things about you, use it in a positive, try to turn it to a positive thing. Like for me, when people say something about me, most times I like let it go 80, 90% of the time. If I'm feeling like making a reel, it's gonna be a little shady reel. That's just how I do things from time to time. But 90%, 95% of the time I read it and let it go. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just let that stuff just get into our brains, our minds, and then it start affecting us physically, mentally, and then we start slacking in the business. Like, let them say what they gotta say. Obviously, they a fan. If they gotta continue to keep saying things, you need to offer them to get on your subscriptions. If you got a subscription, tell them to get in one of your classes if you sell classes so they can learn to do what you do if that's something that they keep, messing with you about. So don't, what they say, comparison is the thief of all joy. I think it goes like that. Don't quote me. I think, but we just got to stop comparing ourselves to others instead. If you see somebody doing something that you want to do, just reach out to them. If they say no, that's okay. Don't take it personal. Move around. Do your research. Get on YouTube. Get on TikTok. I mean, just now the technology is so crazy that you can literally look up anything. And then there's a lot of instructors, there's a lot of coaches out there, mentors, and things like that. Most of them will give you a free consultation, at least 15 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes free consultation. So you can definitely kind of get the vibe in between that consultation. Like, hey, see if you want to work with them. We do have people that, we have some scammers, but not everybody is a scammer. So learn to invest um, within these people that are wanting to help you as well. So I hope those tips help y'all because this is the year. Stay in your own lane.